Today, I have the honor and pleasure to welcome to the Ministry of National Defense the High Representative and Vice President of the European Commission, Mr. Josep Borrell. With the High Representative, we had the opportunity to discuss the defense and security challenges the European Union is currently called to face, stressing, first of all, the need for unity and solidarity between member states. To be more specific, I underlined the need to strengthen the operational engagement of the European Union in the framework of the common security and defense policy in order to protect European interests, European values, and European citizens. At this point, I stress the importance that Operation Irini has for the security and stability in the Eastern Mediterranean, as well as our substantial contribution to the operation, despite the major challenges we face at the national level, with a Spetse frigate and the undertaking in rotation of the Operations Force Command. At the same time, we shared with the Vice President the belief that we need more naval assets and therefore other member states should also contribute to Irini. It is imperative that Irini turns out to be a success. What is at stake is the European Union's capability and credibility to conduct operations of this nature within the vicinity of its vital geopolitical interests. It is obvious that due to its geographical proximity, the European Union is directly and fully affected by the instability in this region. Moreover, the uncontrolled involvement of third parties violating the arms embargo, contrary to the Security Council resolution and the Berlin process, is exacerbating the situation in the wider area and may lead to uncontrolled and undesirable consequences for the European Union and the broader region. I've been given the opportunity to reiterate that Turkey's aggressive behavior and its policy towards Greece and Cyprus constitutes the main destabilizing factor in the region, while the escalation of violations of Greek territorial waters and national airspace increase the chances of an unintended accident. I have, however, clearly pointed out to the High Representative that we will not tolerate violations of our sovereign rights and that we have made clear in every direction our red lines in this matter. In any case, we always defend our national sovereignty decisively and also safeguard our borders, which are, let us not forget, the borders of the European Union, with consistency, with a high sense of responsibility and full respect for the rules of international law. Regarding the European Union's defense initiatives, I stressed our country's support for the Permanent Structured Cooperation, PESCO, as an important step towards the Europe of defense. I believe it should be strengthened further in order to contribute crucially to the protection of the Union and its citizens. Finally, I welcomed with satisfaction the recent decision to fund defense capability development programs by the European Defense Industrial Development Program, the EDIDP. Our country has achieved remarkable success with the adoption of all 4 projects that it submitted, which demonstrates our ability for effective participation in the development of the new European defense initiatives. The fact that the small and medium enterprises of the defense sector were supported creates positive expectations for the function of the European Defense Fund. Your Excellency, Mr. Josep Borrell, welcome. Or should I say, since this is your last stop here, hasta la vista.